1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister and the Army Chief during a meeting in Islamabad have discussed the internal and regional security situation. At the United Nations, Pakistan has warned that Islamic heritage in India is being wiped out in pursuance of the ruling BJP's Hindutva ideology. In occupied Kashmir, people continue to show their resentment against India's anti-Kashmir moves by observing civil disobedience. China has urged India to stop taking any actions that may complicate the boundary dispute between the two countries. And now the news in detail. The Chief of the Army Staff, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, called on the Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad and discussed the security situation of the country, including the situation in Indian-occupied Kashmir, western border, and internal security issues. During the meeting, the Prime Minister hailed the continued efforts of the Pakistan Army in defending the borders. The Prime Minister also lauded the efforts of the Pakistan Army in ensuring internal security stability while facilitating the ongoing socio-economic development. The Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi, held separate meetings with the Romanian Chief of Defense Staff and the Naval Commander during his official visit to Romania. They discussed matters pertaining to mutual interest and promotion of naval cooperation. The naval chief also highlighted the resolve of the Pakistan Navy in ensuring peace and maritime security in the region. A committee of the United Nations General Assembly has unanimously passed a resolution calling for the promotion and protection of human rights of persons belonging to minorities. The resolution, titled Effective Promotion of the Declaration on the Rights of Persons Belonging to National or Ethnic, Religious and Linguistic Minorities, was adopted in the General Assembly's Third Committee, which deals with social, humanitarian and cultural issues. Meanwhile, Pakistan, welcoming the adoption of the resolution, drew the attention of the international community towards the plight of the Muslims in India, especially in occupied Kashmir and Assam. The Second Secretary at the Pakistan Mission to the United Nations, Qasim Aziz, pointed out that the recent report of the Special Rapporteur on Minority Issues has deplored the treatment of millions of Muslims in Assam who face the threat of being deemed foreigners and treated as non-citizens. Referring to the current crisis in occupied Kashmir, he said the abrogation of Article 35A and 370 of the Indian Constitution was clearly aimed at changing the demography of the disputed state to turn the indigenous Muslim majority population into a minority. He said the current human rights and humanitarian crisis in occupied Kashmir could lead to forced displacement of its Muslim population and render them stateless. The Pakistan delegate also warned the committee that a process of wiping out the Islamic heritage in India is currently underway in pursuance of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party's Hindutva ideology. In occupied Kashmir, there is no let-up in the restrictions imposed under Section 144 amid massive deployment of Indian troops in every nook and corner of the occupied territory. The situation in the Kashmir Valley and the Muslim-majority areas of Jammu and Ladakh regions is far from normal for the 104th consecutive day today, as anger runs high among the masses against India over its move of repealing the special status of occupied Kashmir. Residents of the valley continue to show their resentment against New Delhi by observing civil disobedience over its anti-Kashmir moves. China has firmly opposed the Indian Defense Minister's visit to Arunachal Pradesh and urged New Delhi to stop taking any actions that may complicate the boundary matter between the two countries. The Chinese Foreign Ministry's spokesperson Sheng Shuang said the Chinese government has never acknowledged Arunachal Pradesh as an Indian state and firmly opposed the activities conducted in that area by Indian officials or leaders. He said, "We urge the Indian side to respect Chinese interests and concerns and take real actions to safeguard peace and tranquility in the border areas." And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.